Hello, in this video we're going to be showing you how to make a British standard brood frame, sometimes called a national frame, sometimes called a Hoffman frame, but for this video it's a British standard brood frame. So the tools you'll need to make your British standard brood frame are basic: a hammer and a Stanley knife. So you will need top bar, 2 side bars, 2 bottom bars, your sheet of wax foundation and some frame nails. To start with, we're going to put the side bars onto the top bar, making sure that this groove faces inwards, because that's where your wax is going to slide into later on. Now it's important when you've put these on that these edges here are flush with the top of the top bar. If you get them at a slight angle, your frame is going to be twisted. It's very important that they're flush. Next job is to put the 2 bottom bars in. They slot into these gaps here. You should just push into these 2 slots here. Tap them in place. And again, you want these flush with the end, because that's going to set the distance that the wax sheet is going into. Okay, so the next job is going to be to nail this frame together. Now, inside this top bar is a wedge piece of wood. And some people like to take this out first. I prefer to leave it in while I make the frame. This sort of dates back to the fact that we make thousands of these here each year, and we can't be putting the wax into all of them because they get knocked about and the wax gets broken. So if it looks a bit odd that I've left it in and I take it out at the end, that's the reason why. So now we start to nail the frame together with the pins. And we're going to start with the bottom bars. And the same on the other side. And now the side bars. Now some people will stop there and just do the flat edges, which is fine. We also like to come through this angled piece here at a 45-degree angle. It just makes a stronger fixing. Okay, so that's the frame nailed up. Now I'm going to take my wedge piece out. Very often they'll pop out just by themselves. We have to clean some of this wood off here to make sure the wax sits in properly. And now we're going to fix our piece of beeswax into the frame. Now if you look at the sheet of wax, you'll see that on one edge there's 3 loops of wire, and the other there's only 2. We want the 3 loops of wire facing down into the frame. Just before you get to the bottom, you want to bend these 3 loops over. And then they can sit in this recess here. Now we take the wedge and fix it in. So these nails are 20 mil, or close to 3/4 of an inch, and if we nail them straight down through the wood, they will actually pin your frame to the bench, which is not good. So what we have to do is to put them in at an angle this way, and we're heading for this back edge of the frame with the nail. Ideally, you'd like the nail to go through where those 3 loops are, because that will make it much stronger. Once the bees get on it, they won't be pulling your foundation out of the frame before they get a chance to build it. It's 1 here. You see I'm going down through that angle. If you want to flatten the nails right off, you can put the frame on the edge So now we're hitting on the actual top bar. And that's your completed British Standard brood frame.